Yes, my people, as it hot, it don't happen. No breaking news. Atiku is just deceiving Peter Obi, and Atiku is hijacking ADC for personal gain and personal interest. Now, this guy talking to the call Kachikwu, when we see that one of the ADC member before, when talk saying they sue ADC go court, he don't explain many things. Just watch. Tag Peter Obi, make him listen to what this guy talk, because the talk say every nonsense there is a sense. Watch, share, and drop your thoughts in the comment section.
Dear ADC family and my fellow Nigerians, I find it necessary to once again address you on the recent events within the ADC. But before I get into that, let me state the following. I am an Igbo man from Onitsha, Delta State of Nigeria. I am a full-blooded Nigerian and have the right to aspire to the highest office in the land. The presidency is not and will never be the birthright of one section of this country, no matter how much propaganda they spread. There's a lot of deliberate misinformation going on by these agents of destabilization, masquerading as a political coalition. There is a clear difference between a political coalition and a political gang. The first has noble ideals, while the gang seeks power for personal gains. What we have here today is a gang unable to survive outside political office, seeking to hijack the ADC as a means to revive their personal economies. They are truly on a rescue mission, but it's a mission to rescue themselves from the harsh economic realities which they themselves created for our nation. They accuse me of being a paid spokesperson for President Tinubu, and my response is this. It will be an honor to be a spokesperson for the president of the largest black nation on earth. But unfortunately, that's not who I am. Political jobbers who have no visible means of livelihood are always eager to tar others, but I remain unfazed. They, with the active support of their cohorts in the media, now say they are the ADC. They are not. I can call myself the president of America till I am blue in the face, but it doesn't make it so. They are offering some of the state chairmen as much as 20 million naira to resign their positions, which goes to show that their intentions are not honorable. My question to this gang is this. If you succeed in paying off all the ADC party officials at state and local government levels to resign, what next? Our constitution still doesn't allow you to assume their offices. This is the plain and simple truth. Your money will get you nowhere in the ADC. If you have to build your rescue mission on fraudulent misrepresentation, it just shows who you really are. The imposter who claims he's their spokesperson made bold to say that I am merely the former presidential candidate of the party and not a party official. His pedestrian argument is that only party officials can challenge party affairs. This is the same elitist ignorance that brought Nigeria to this point, where we believe Nigeria is only for the rich and powerful. Bolaji, please be informed that every member of our party, no matter how poor you people have made them, have a say in the ADC. This fake coalition is staging events in different parts of the country where they pay poor Nigerians to say they are decamping from other parties to the ADC. This is the typical strategy of these old politicians, and we have had enough of it. They need to sing a new song. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, a man whose antecedents clearly shows he doesn't believe anyone from the southern part of Nigeria is deserving of being president of Nigeria, orchestrated this charade for his personal benefit. He almost truncated President Obasanjo's return for a second term because he believed the seat was his. President Jonathan suffered the same fate, and then after 8 years of late President Buhari as president, the same Atiku Abubakar believed it was morally right for him to be the presidential flag bearer of the PDP in the last presidential elections. This was most unjust and unfair, and led to the current disintegration of that party. He's now using some charlatans to deceive former Governor Peter Obi that only he, Atiku, has what it takes to win an election because he can get majority of the North to vote for him. This is really uncharitable of him. If the former vice president says my assertions are not true and that all he wants is a better Nigeria, I then challenge him today to publicly declare that equity demands that the presidency should stay in the South for another 6 years. He can then support any Southern candidate of his choice. He will never do this. But if he chooses to continue on this slippery slope, I want to reiterate that the ADC is not for sale and it's not an old people's home. We are a party that believes Nigeria needs fresh faces, fresh ideals, and fresh ideas. This current political war is the war of the old for the old. It's not our fight. In the ADC, Nigeria and Nigerians will always remain our objective. Thank you and God bless. I'll now take your questions. Thank you. It's a good question. First and foremost, let me say this. The people we're talking about are not members of the ADC. Yesterday, we all saw former Vice President Atiku resign from the PDP almost 2 weeks after they came and they said they were part of the ADC. As I speak to you today, former Governor Peter Obi is still a member of Labour Party. If we look at what's his name, El Rufai, he's still a member of the SDP. Former Governor Rotimi Amechi is still a member of the APC. So the people who came together to say that they are forming a coalition and they are taking over the ADC are people who belong to other parties. They are not in the ADC. They just came to cause this upheaval in the ADC. So, if you're in my shoes, am I supposed to watch people who are not members of our party go through someone who claimed he was the chairman, even though he was not the chairman, and say they've taken over the party structure to prosecute their political ambitions? Absolutely not. I came into a party of common Nigerians who were in that party, even though they had no visible person in that party, but they still stayed in that party because of what they believed were the possibilities of that party. Should I not defend these people? Should I look the other way so that so-called big men, so-called powerful people can come and say, you know what, we'll take this party, we use it as a structure to then fight the sitting president? Or should I defend the interest of a party that made me presidential flag bearer? The honorable thing to do is to stand and fight. I'm fighting for all party men and women of the ADC. Said that the lower court's ruling removing Nwosu saying Nwosu not chairman was in error. We then went to the Supreme Court. In their media briefing, I saw the state chairman of Kogi State, and I want you guys to investigate this. The state chairman from Kogi State, who was removed twice in the last 1 year by this same Nwosu, letters were written to INEC, investigate this, come to say that they had been planning this coalition for 18 months. If they were planning coalition for 18 months, the same Kogi State chairman signed an agreement just 2 months ago with Nwosu and INEC and the ADR person resolving their issues, and yet he made bold to tell Nigerians that for 18 months they had been planning this coalition. They are presenting a tissue of lies to Nigerians to justify what they try to do. But I'm telling you today that these people have no hold on the ADC. Their hold on the ADC is just in the realm of the media. But the ADC as a party currently has no chairman because of the lacuna Nwosu created. We expect now that INEC will give us guidance on how we go about our conventions, because our constitution never envisaged a situation where we will stay without an NWC. It never envisaged this kind of situation. So only the courts and INEC can give us guidance on how we can create this. So what these desperate people saw was this lacuna, and they felt, oh, this is a party. After all, if you remove the 4 parties, APC, PDP, Labour, and NNPP, right? This party came 5th in the last presidential elections. So it is the next best thing they hope to hold on to prosecute their agenda. And that's why they came to this party. I doubt if you knew the ADC before I came to the ADC and joined the ADC and ran under the platform of the ADC. And most Nigerians didn't know the ADC, but then they knew the ADC because I defeated Kingsley Mohalo in the primaries. Then people got to know the party. And as such, I'll tell you this. Yes, ADC is popular but there's a difference between popularity and notoriety. Nigerians are talking about ADC, the party that seeks to upstage the president. And Nigerians are talking about ADC as being the front for a coalition. Mind you, we have always been in the forefront of opposition. But the difference is why a lot of people won't hear about the ADC's opposition is that our position comes with proposition. We don't believe that the job of opposition is just to stay and be insulting the government of the day. If you want to go viral in Nigeria,